I wish the contrast here was a lot bigger, so it was obvious this is a path and this is just unwalkable terrain. But yeah, I understand a lot of people like Path of Exile's graphic style, and I think that's just because they don't know any better. Like, this isn't dark and gritty, this is just like, it is getting monotone, but not as bad as Diablo. But they could definitely do better. If you look at Diablo 2, which I think is the golden standard of how these kind of games should look, Diablo 2 uses a lot of colors. But it also limits your sight radius, and it adds a lot of darkness. So it feels dark because it is fucking dark, but it's not colorless. And those are two very different things. So when you go someplace and you get close enough with your torch so you can actually see it, it is very colorful, and there are a lot of colors. But there are also a lot of dark areas. And you cannot see everywhere all the time. Okay, so this bitch is gonna go down in a second. Jesus Christ. What a weakling. Okay, get rid of trash. Oh, that was trash. Can I pick something up now? So I think... So my hope for Diablo 4 when they announced they were gonna go back to the roots and look at Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, and that was the people they were hiring, were the people who thought those games were nice. Oh, what is this? A mask? Okay, I might just take that because of the sockets. Maximum energy shield. Evasion rating, max life. No, the only reason I would want it would be because of the... Wait, let me see. It would be because of the sockets, but I could probably do better with something else. Yeah. So anyway, when Blizzard announced that they were doing Diablo 4 and they were going back to their roots, so to speak, I think they said that, and they said, we want to hire people who played Diablo 2 and Diablo 1 and who enjoyed those games. I think the art team didn't really understand what made Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 cool and what made it dark and grimy. And it wasn't having... What the fuck is Ascendancy classes? It wasn't having everything monotone. It was removing the light so you feel to some extent claustrophobic, right? You don't know what's around the corner. You need to actually go and explore. But obviously when you are in an area with lights and so on, you can see colors. And there are more than 3 colors on maps. And your character is very colorful as well. Let me see, Diablo 2 Necromancer. Just like, this is fucking sick, I love that. This is a relatively colorful map, it is still quite monotone. But your main character actually sticks out. And here, a lot of fucking colors. Like, this isn't monotone, gray and brown. A lot of things is going on here. It's the same area, but you can clearly see the different units and distinguish them from the background. Here, you obviously see your character. Your character has color. It is distinguished from the background. Let's see if we can open some of these. Okay, a bit of a small screenshot still. It's dark, so you can see there's lights here, but then where there's no lights, it is dark and it feels dark. But where there are lights, there is actually a lot of color and it highlights a lot of things. And I really miss that in action RPGs today. And I think that's what most people don't really understand. is that Diablo 2 wasn't a monotone color game. It had a lot of fucking color. So this is like some of the most monotone area, I think. So you just have brown, a more greenish brown, a more grayish brown. Then this sticks out a little bit, not too much, but then you have the flames, which is very visual. And your characters, like your mercenary and your character just pops. And I really miss that popping of characters. Because then we look at my character. It just doesn't pop. It just doesn't pop the same way, man. Like if we compare, like I just think this pops in a way different, like so much more than this. I have black hair, I have like a darkish blue thing, I have a brown wand that I didn't knew looked like this, I have a brown shield. But here, white shoulder path, white details, and highlighted, and the skin is pale as fuck, so it shines through, right? Whereas here the skin is more dull, and everything is a bit more dull. Yeah. And even if we look at pictures, why can I not choose that picture? Hello. Okay, there we go. So this one. This is dark, it's a dark area. But it's so, like, the characters are just popping. You're never in doubt of what's a character and what's background, and you don't lose like the side of units or characters or anything. And like this is so fucking colorful, but it's also dark. Like the background is dark, the light shines in, shows that it's dark. But the units are super visible and easy to see, and your character pops because of the light radius. You're carrying a torch, so of course you have more light around you, and of course you're not carrying around gray clothes all the time and so on. We want characters, especially main characters, to be visual and be visible and to pop from the background. The worst thing you can do is have a character that blends in with the background. And I think that's the look action RPGs really like these days, and I think it's such a shame. Because they can do so much better. And all they really had to do would be to look at Diablo 2 and try to actually understand what that delivered. This guy looks cool. He's gonna die quite fast. Jesus Christ, she crazy. She went cray-cray, boys. This is like that girl from Diablo 4 who said she spent her time fighting evil, but then as soon as one of the main evils was like, oh, yeah, but I'm not evil. And she was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. I'll get on your team for sure. That was the worst fucking story ever. Hello, Malachi McCason. Where did you go? Oh, so then we're done?
Now, let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare.
Yes, let's truly see that. Oh, maybe I used a bit too many potions.
I gave my life. Nightmare gave me so much more.
Wait, isn't he supposed to be immortal when he has that shield thingy? How did I deal damage to him doing that?
Accept the gift of
Okay, okay. I have plenty of mana. Jesus Christ. Like, Jesus fuck. Okay, what damaged me? Jesus, what was that? So this is a mix between how can it be this easy and Jesus Christ, I'm dying. It's a very interesting balance. I kind of like it. Okay, okay. Okay, so he got fucked up. How can that boss fight be so much better than Diablo 4? This is a free-to-play game. Like, come on, didn't Diablo 4 have like 7,000 people working on it for... No, 9,000 people for 7 years. I think that was the numbers. And I have no idea how many these guys have working on it, but I doubt it's as many.